Hello. Sorry, just pouring this out into a glass. Yes, Joyce Matthews, there are 20 questions in the description box. Yes. Thank you, Kristen, from Uncovering the News. And thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome. And thank you to all of you, because there's 20 questions and well over half of them are directly from you guys. So thank you.
Welcome to the Black and Daily Political live stream here on the Black and Orange channel. Our last day with Sarah until next regular Wednesdays.
Yes.
The wonderfulness that is Sarah.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so
Barb, we read on that earlier this week. I think it was Wednesday we read on Fani Willis. So, yeah.
All right, this evening, Mercury is going into Capricorn, just letting you know. So even though it's going to be Saturday night and tomorrow's Sunday, if you're talk might get a little more formal, a little bit more about work, a little bit more about status. Just letting you know. Other than that, tomorrow should be pretty quiet. Yeah. It's only it's a week from today. It's the 20th that things are going to get. That's going to be a big energetic day because the sun conjuncts Pluto as they both go into Aquarius. So as far as here was it? I had done a drawing. I was doing some sketches for the things I want to make for the astrology course that I'm working on. And of course, things start as sketches before I get to the point where they are something I can make. And this, I don't know if it's visible. Too light?
No, I can see it.
Okay, so basically you've got to make myself big because I can't see it.
Sorry.
No, you're great. You're great. Hello, boo boo. All right. This is a satellite, and to me, that's kind of the divine that communicates down here. The guides are like on a ship. Our guides are here, and then we are on these energetic connections to these single person deep sea little vehicle suits, whatever, that we're down here, which is why it's a lot easier for people to come along and help each other than it is. I mean, yes, guides and the divine, they can intervene, but it's a lot easier to just get a message to so-and-so and go, hey, she's thirsty. Sorry. She's thirsty. Could you go hand her? So that's a lot easier.
Yes.
But one of the things the reason I drew this out is because what astrology is it's currents of energy. And we are in the sea of energy. And as astrological things happen, they'll move you in certain directions. You can fight against it. You can get out of the way. You can... but when you've got something big happen, like the sun conjunct the intensity of Pluto, and they both are changing signs together, that's just a big whoosh of current that comes along. Now, and you've just got to be careful. You've got to help each other, and you've got to, try to avoid the rocks so you don't get smacked into the rocks. But that's not the end of the world. It's just going to be a massive, just a big, huge splash of energy, of current coming through.
Cool.
And then it'll dissipate. We'll get used to it, that's kind of what's going on. And, maybe where we are here, you could think of it as there are different major rivers dumping into the sea here. And sometimes you get more of one than the other, or, So anyway, I just wanted to point that out, that a week from today, the sun will be conjunct the intensity of Pluto, god of the underworld. And they're both moving into Aquarius on the same day. So it's going to be a big splash. But we'll be okay. Just know that if suddenly there's just this feeling of just intensity and change, big, because Aquarius is all about change.
Yeah.
Aquarian.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I wanted to point that out. So, oh, thank you, Valley Sergeant. A metaphorical masterpiece. Thank you. Thank you.
Very cool. You're
Well,
a lot more eloquent than I am, Valerie. My nerdy butt was just like, oh my God, so we all live in Bikini Bottom and we're like sandy cheeks on SpongeBob. And that was not the right response.
Yes, it was. Why not?
But it's cool.
Yeah. I will turn this into a proper graphic.
Yes.
But for now, it's just my little sketch.
It's very cool.
So, yeah. All right. That's a week from today. Forewarned is forearmed. Thank you, Suburban Housewife.
And CC Ryder, yes, I know that there was a comment, but I think that's worth looking at too for number 8. So thank you for bringing that to our attention.
Pardon?
Okay. Oh, CC Ryder had mentioned something in chat earlier, and I snagged it and I put it as number 8. And she was like, "Well, I wasn't really asking; I was just noting the news." And I was like, "Oh no, there's something to read on there." So yeah.
Okay. And just so everybody knows, as I'm showing stuff, my winter staycation ends. Today's my last day, and then Sarah has the next 2 days off. So it'll just be me, my friend. So if things are a little more discombobulated, not as well put together, and not as much fun, you know why.
You are lots of fun, ma'am.
Thank you.
Just saying. Stars wants to know if your hair's wet.
Yes, it very much is.
Yes. Okay, but it still looks good. I look like a drowned rat with wet hair, so you're awesome.
Thank
okay,
you.
So
thank you, Karina. Sorry.
Yes. Oh no, you're good. All right, so let's get into this. We have, as has been noted, a lot to look at today. At 7 minutes and 45 seconds in, Jack Smith has repeatedly asked for Trump to declare whether or not he will use the defense of bad counsel in the documents case at Mar-a-Lago. If Trump does, Smith gets all the communications between Trump and said lawyers as evidence, and because that supersedes any attorney-client privilege. Like if Trump says, well, they made me say it, then he gives up that privilege. Cannon has ruled, though, that Smith can't get that info, basically leaving Trump to wait until the last minute to decide what he'll do and then shortening Smith's time to go through evidence. So, odds are that Smith was prepared for all this because he's Jack Smith and he's smart and he's awesome. But will this ultimately hinder his case?
He expects nothing less from Trump. I wonder if part of their strategy sessions, Smith and his team, I wonder if part of their strategy sessions isn't actually just sitting down. Strategy sessions isn't sitting down and being like, all right, we'll do this. And then they're going to counter with this. We're going to, we're going to sneeze and they're going to call for a dismissal. We're going to, because it doesn't feel like there's really any surprise here. Oh, thank you, Joe and Lisa. Thank you. Somebody's got strength.
I don't think it's Cannon. Oh, Gina, I love that. I have a few words for Cannon, but I'm too much of a lady to say them. Yes.
Hermit card. I've got a Two of Cups. I've got a Queen of Cups in the middle. That gives me some hope. I'll explain what I mean in a minute. I'm just working my way through it.
Okay.
Four of Cups. Refusal. Because Trump is the emperor. Yeah, this makes it harder. She's not willing to listen to the person giving the cups, the partnerships here. She's not willing to listen so that the emperor can remain the emperor. And this has been going on for a while.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But she's pretty isolated over here. And Smith and his team have been working, and right in the middle, this is us. Queen of Cups. We're going to be, they've got it down, that whole team. They've got it.
Good.
But this blankety blank of a judge. Yeah, it's going to be harder. I don't know. It's not going to stop things.
Good.
Forgive me. I'm going to grab some moisturizer for my hands. I'm sorry.
You're good. No, you're good. All right. Glenn, if I didn't just absolutely adore you before, the fact that when you mentioned that your pupper is named Lola and then spelt it out Lola, Lola. You are fabulous, Glenn. Please never, ever, ever change. Okay. All righty. Well, we're going to keep going because the news just keeps getting crazier the further we go. So.
Thank you, Gina's Place. Thank you.
Yes.
She puts the lotion on the skin. No one likes to be crunchy.
That's right. That's right. My husband's like, because I know y'all notice, I keep some form of lip chap on me religiously. And my husband, when we first got together, he was like, man, you're just kind of obsessed with like the chapstick stuff. And I was like, I said, the rest of me may look like I rolled out of just whatever sewer, but I'm not going to have ashy peeling lips. We're just not doing that. So there's one thing. No. So.
You always have really good eyebrows.
They haven't been done in forever, but thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. You're good. I got distracted myself. So at 13:20, y'all. Now, I have mentioned before that I'm a big Sopranos fan. So there's elements to this that just, Okay, so it's a quote. Make no mistake. This is a death threat at Judge Engoron and federal Judge Kaplan. Gravano is a murdering psychopath who admitted to killing in cold blood at least 19 people.
Who?
Gravano. Hang on. Sammy the Bull Gravano. Hang on 1 second.
Oh. Okay.
Including his closest friend and brother-in-law. Now, that quote was made by a pundit after Trump retweeted or quoted Sammy the Bull Gravano, who was a underboss for the Gambino crime family back in the 80s and 90s. We're talking about like right under Gotti, right? Trump quoted Sammy the Bull, who said that, Trump couldn't be compromised. Yeah, okay. And in the same tweet, called out judges Engoron and Kaplan by name. This was a threat. So, what is he playing at? What is happening here? Because I'm.
But isn't he in his 90s?
Yes. It's not so much Gravano himself. He's not threatening them with Sammy himself. But it's you don't quote the guy who was the hitman, and call out judges by name in the same post, and it not be like,
And who put up the post?
Trump. 1 second. I got you. 1 second. I know it's confusing when just being described, so I'm going to pull it up.
I'm sorry. I'm not always good with listening to stuff and getting the details.
No, you're good. You are good.
If you can't tell, I was a visual learner. I am a visual learner. Oh, gosh. The energy on this is so icky. I mean, like... I'm saging Sarah. I'm saging Sarah, too.
Yeah. This was the post.
Okay. Make it big so I can read this. You said flashback. Underboss. Okay. Flashback. Former Gambino crime family underboss Sammy the Bull Gravano says Donald Trump is incorruptible. Please. I tried to get to him. He just won't bite. What? This is why Washington. I tried to get to him. He just won't bite. What planet? Oh my gosh, the bravado, the stupidity. All right. And then Dumpy himself said, thank you to Sammy the Bull. I hope judges Engoron and Kaplan see this. We need fairness, strength, and honesty in our New York courts. We don't have it now. And this was 6 hours ago today?
Yeah. Or late last night, yeah.
Late last night.
Yeah.
You've got to be kidding me.
So, yeah, that's a threat.
Yeah. Why? Yes.
Yes, Trump is from New York, so he knows it's a threat. I mean, that's, as someone said on Twitter, that's like the equivalent of putting a head in the bed. So
yeah. Bunch of pathetic has-beens. Look, the energy is awful. These are terrible people. Trump's a terrible person. This guy's a terrible person. Just is. I'm sorry. That's just... I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of people disagreeing with me that he's a terrible person. Heck, he might even say, yes, I'm a terrible person, because he likes that identity. But Trump knows he's in trouble. He's in bigly trouble. And he knows he's hemmed in. He's feeling very beaten up. These cases, we're going to enjoy the outcome. He has lawyers, but the thing is that this isn't even a Knight of Wands. This is a Knight of Pentacles. So this is more of a lawyer than a man of hit.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to be careful on YouTube, but this is less a man of hit.
Yes.
But is it a threat? Hanged man, that would be a yes. Does it matter? No, because the evidence is there. So then I pulled some more after reading that. How disgusting do you have to be to just unalive people? Not self-defense, but that's just pathetic. That is just, what a waste of oxygen this guy is. His time in the sun, done. He's done. Bye-bye. So, oh yeah, he's trying to get some relevancy. At some point, he was trying to get some relevancy with reference to Trump, but no. There's a legal system. And there's a kitty.
There is a kitty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just sort of threw me. Yeah.
Yeah, your time has passed. You know, this morning you and I were talking about technology, future technology, and this kind of stuff. And one of the things that's coming, and it is coming, is a significant extension to human lifespan. It just is. Hopefully in our lifetimes, maybe not, but it's coming. And the problem, one of the unintended consequences of that is that older generations won't be passing along the torch as quickly. So we're going to hit a point where the old prejudices are going to
the Gravano face.
You're fine. You're beautiful. They're going to linger longer. Yes. But I'm being summoned. So while you're getting the next question, I need to go fix His Highness's bed. I'll return. Yes, Citrino, somebody wants a blanket.
Phyllis Ruin. Yes, yesterday. Sarah, I can appreciate your recognition of Tish James's repping for the thoroughly moisturized. As a Black woman, I could smell the cocoa butter on Tish's face. Listen for the cameras. I love that woman. And yes, just flourishing, hydrated, moisturized, staying in her lane. Zero messes given. She did her thing. I love her. Oh, yes. So, alrighty. Julie in Wisconsin said the royal bedchamber is in disarray. Oh, goodness.
It is now sorted.
Yes. So there we are, 22:15. A federal judge denied Trump's attorney's request to delay. Back up. It's Judge Kaplan. Judge Kaplan denied Trump's attorney's request to delay next week's civil trial, the Carroll case, for a week while Trump attends the funeral of Melania's mother. In the ruling, the response, rather, Judge Kaplan said Trump is free to attend the funeral during the trial. He didn't attend any of the other previous Carroll trial dates. It should really make a difference. So, obviously, this is a stalling delay tactic. Will he keep trying that? Is he going to keep trying to stall his way out of the Carroll case? Because he knows he's screwed there.
Yeah. Do you actually want me to read on this?
You know what? You got a point.
And literally my magic 8-ball's broken. I had to get rid of it. So I'm going to get another little mini magic 8-ball for questions like, is Trump a moron? Yes, also, definitely.
Yes. Well, okay. I guess the better question would be, are any of his newly created stall tactics going to stick with anybody? Will there be a judge that bites on his stalling tactics?
Canon.
Okay. Well, I guess will there be a judge outside of canon?
Oh, he thinks he is all that. Because the patriarchal entitlement is still with us. He grew up in a time where a wealthy white man, did whatever he wanted practically. And including justice. He thinks he can just pull a rabbit out of a hat over and over and over and just keep pulling it. In this deck, this is the card of a con. Because he's sitting pretty. I do what I want. But if the key to your entitlement is money, there's hope.
Okay.
There's hope. There's hope that things will be okay, that things are changing, that women are going to demand their power. And it's this inequality thing.
Mhm.
It's not gonna survive this. It's not gonna survive this century like it did, like it has. Just no.
Cool beans. All right. Well, here's a bit of news. Kristen brought to our attention that Trump was ordered to pay the New York Times and its reporters nearly $400,000 in legal fees after his lawsuit against them was dismissed. Will more of Trump's lawsuits against others or whatnot be dismissed similarly?
Raymond DePascal, hell hath no fury. More than 167 million women voters. Yes.
Very true.
Card for the reading. Devil. Yeah. Corruption. And he's on the defensive. Yeah. I pulled 3 cards, but I got 2 in the center. So, no, are we not entertained? I'm entertained when he's being held accountable.
Yes.
And this has a feeling to it, the 2 in the center, this has a feeling of holding on by your nails. Like Trump gripping to his perfect, what he's projecting and all. He's oh my gosh, has he got money problems? And this is much worse. And this is the dynasty. But I do what I want.
He's not a Carrington, so that dynasty is not sticking around. So,
dynasty reference for the win.
Thank you, Robin. You're very sweet.
Oh, thank you, Robin. Thank you.
Oh. Okay. Well,
Visualize 70 says that's just Trump change.
Well, Trump can change his butt up and pay it.
There you go. Well, actually, I was, and what I was thinking, in addition to that, was because that was good. Was Trump change is going to mean 0 here in a little while.
Oh. All right, at 28:15. CC Ryder, Terry Solaris, and Kimber were all asking about this. So,
all right.
Roger Stone, just an incredible human being right there, let me tell you. He reportedly said that Dem Congressmen Eric Swalwell and Jerry Nadler have to die, end quote, before the 2020 election. He was on camera talking to the Proud Boys or whoever, saying that before the election, they needed to die. Midas Touch did a hot take on Stone, calling for those assassinations. He's on tape, but now says, oh, that's AI. I didn't do that. I didn't say that. That's AI.
Okay, hang on. I have a Nixon tattoo on my back.
Got busted by a recording.
But is now trying to say
it's AI.
It's AI, which basically means he has discovered AI, and he's been trying to figure out how to use it
for his own nefarious little whatever. Yeah.
Right. So now he's trying to,
So will Stone be indicted by the DOJ for threatening the lives of Swalwell and Nadler?
No.
Or whomever? Yeah.
No. No, but is he going to be, is Stone going to be indicted by Jack Smith and his team for trying to overturn the election? There might be a threat would be a part of it, but it's kind of hard to unless it was a specific saying they need to isn't necessarily in order.
Yeah, there's
did,
room for debate there. Yeah.
But dude, there's evidence. Give it up.
Mm-hmm.
Just give it up. Yeah, this would be, and we love Swalwell. Swalwell is all kinds of awesome.
Yes.
But I don't think he needs to worry. Honestly, I don't think Swalwell needs to worry, because this is a whole lot of legal sleepless nights going up the river. I think it's. I'm not saying he would never be held accountable for the threat. I'm saying it would be a part of something else.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, it wouldn't be just it by itself.
Robin D says 45 says the video decades old with Epstein is AI.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, at 31:20, we are doing good today. Nuclear Magenta says, will Trump ever debate Joe Biden again?
And get his rear end handed to him like last time?
Uh-huh. I would say no, just because he doesn't debate men. He gets up there and he'll go. He doesn't do well with men because he knows he can't intimidate them.
This is America. And again, you were talking about women, but this is also just America. We want the two people running to be president to face off. But he knows he's on the defensive, so he's running away. And I was watching the Mea Culpa episode with Michael Cohen and the
Ghost Rider
guy. What is his name? Do I have his name here? Tony Schwartz, who was saying that all Trump's like, Trump has never been in a physical altercation, ever. And whenever back in school or wherever, when he was growing up, he would run away. And look, I'm not saying anybody should face there should never be violence. But he runs away. And he's trying to spin it that he doesn't have to, but this will hurt him.
That explains so much. While the faux part in FAFO does not compute with him, or he never learned the definition of don't talk no mess, won't be no mess. And so because he's never had to back it up.
So start nothing, won't be nothing. No, he's never. No, he's always run away, and he's very much afraid of strong women.
Isabel says, "Brave Sir Robin." Yes.
Brave Sir Donald ran away, bravely ran away.
I love that. Thank you, dear. All right, at 33:45.
I don't think anybody should be in a fight. I'm no, perfectly clear.
Right. We're not no advocation of violence.
No. What I am saying is that the man who threatens violence, the man who talks about violence, the man who glorifies violence, the man who glorifies authoritarians and their violence, run away.
All right.
Cindy says, why are my green coconuts clicking together?
34:30. Y'all, the House GOP is launching an investigation into Cassidy Hutchinson. Is this going to backfire on them?
You are kidding me.
Nope. Thanks. I had seen that, and then Kristen brought it back up this morning. So, yeah.
She's young. I mean, she's really young.
Mm-hmm.
And look, she's a Republican, but compared to the rest of them, that woman is sunshine and rainbows. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, of course they're going to try. I'm getting oh yeah, they're going to try. They need, oh, it's all lies. It's all lies. It's all lies. It makes us look bad. We have to fight back for the emperor. But TikTok. JR says how old? She's in her 20s.
And lower than mid, I think, or barely approaching mid.
Yeah, or she was, certainly.
Yeah.
And that's just brave as heck.
Yeah. Yeah. But she's got that scrappy Gen Z snark to her when she needs to be. So I kind of, is it wrong of me that I kind of want to see her hand Marge her butt to her? Because I think she probably could. Because as somebody who's raising a house full of Gen Z, they give zero quarter to anything. They do not care. They you know, I thought that we Xers were, you know, what hurt your feelings. No, that is never ask a Gen Z if something makes your butt look big, because they will tell you and not care.
Oh, Cassidy. All right, I know you're never going to hear this, but girlfriend, let me tell you something. I don't know why you're a Republican. Whatever. But you need to not be. You need to get out of, not politics.
Right.
You need to stop letting your identity be, I'm a Republican.
Yeah.
Because you brought the sword of justice, and that's the one thing that these people do not want. That they will fight you tooth and nail. And as long as she's trying to appease or identify with Republicans, not MAGA. I don't think she's trying to identify with MAGA.
No.
But as a Republican woman, trying to be that old-fashioned.
Yeah.
No. They see you as a threat. And they will come after you. I don't think it's going to work. They're going to make a lot of noise because how dare you not conform? How dare you tell the truth? The inconvenient truth. And I know she's scrappy, but she's a truth teller, but she's not. I don't really think of her as scrappy, actually.
Well, not scrappy as in like Bobert scrappy, but she's sharp. She's sharp.
Yeah, she's definitely sharp.
I think that, you know, if put into a battle of wits, she can hold her own for a second, especially against the witless that are there. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
So, yeah.
But
well, yeah, and the thing is though, like a lot of y'all are saying in chat, she was raised Republican, and she was Republican because she was raised Republican, and her dad was very on things, and she went along with a lot of stuff because she was raised to not question her parents, and she did what she, you know.
The longer you stick with the patriarchy, the more it's going to hurt you.
Yep.
I don't think they can hurt her unless she lets them.
Yeah.
And I know I don't know on that scale, but I do know what it's like to have people against you. And, you know, I think we all do.
Yeah.
at one point or another. But, and it's a lot easier to say, don't let them get to you, but it's more than that. This is, you need to figure out who you are outside of the Republican Party, outside of this system.
Mm-hmm.
And they will just go after you and go after you and go after you. Come to the blue side. We care about women.
We have better cookies.
And we definitely have better cookies.
Yes. Somebody, a couple people mentioned in chat that she's really good friends with Liz now. Is Liz a lawyer?
I don't know. Really good friends with Liz.
Because she would bring counsel, and if she walked in there with Liz with her, that would be hysterical. So,
oh no, she's not going to go into the lion's den unarmed. But her being really good friends with Liz, that's not necessarily a good thing.
I know.
And Liz is of a different generation too.
Yeah. Well, that whole Cheney thing, that's a whole other. Oh, Darren says yes. Liz and her husband are both lawyers. Well.
Yeah, I girl.
Yeah. Okay. So at 41:45. All right. This is what CC Ryder was talking about earlier. The fraudulent marketing lawsuit ACN against Trump with the phones was dismissed. A federal judge on Friday dismissed a lawsuit and said it would be better tried in state court rather than federal court. This trial was scheduled to start on the 29th. The judge said the plaintiffs were free to refile in state court. Will they, or is this just going to die out?
Oh, okay. I've got kind of a mixed. Okay, the card for the reading is Temperance.
Okay.
So you go, okay, maybe that's the end of that then. But the actual three cards, Judgment of the bad businessman who ends up very much on the defensive. So it could be the Temperance is, oh, we're not gonna let you keep doing what you've done. And you have to have a certain amount of, you have to have your ire up to a certain point to file in federal court, go through all that, and get as far as they have. Oops, sorry. Oh, sorry. Shh. Sorry. But these are pretty weak cards. It's getting a lot of attention because of who Trump is.
Right.
Honestly, I think it's going to cause a delay. It's what it feels like. This is going to cause a delay to the point where by the time they pull everything together and would get a court date and all of that, Trump will be in prison or he will be so convicted that it really might not be might not be worth your time to go after, unless you want to go after the kids.
Well, yeah, because it was against Trump and the kids, wasn't it? Because if I remember correctly.
Judgment, time, some money.
Okay.
It's not really going to be Donald.
Right.
That's what I'm getting.
And as long as somebody's paying something, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. So, and it's not like the Grifflings are hurting.
No. Mm-mm.
They haven't really not gotten their comeuppance yet.
Mm-mm.
Yes, Valerie Sergeant, his itty bitty children.
Betsy. Yes.
I wish I could do that voice. That's awesome. Rita Pascal says the kids were dropped from the case. Ooh.
Okay. Well, that'll be interesting to see how that plays out then.
Yes, CC Ryder says the lawsuit was filed in 2018, 168-page filing that accuses Trump of RICO. Ooh.
That would be hysterical if Tish picked that up for a RICO case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Raymond DePascal, even the kids were dropped from the case. If they're refiling it in state court,
they could be added back.
Maybe they'll go after his estate or something way down the line. Pardon the man, the emperor. He's not about Trump.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, good for them, but it doesn't feel. CC Ryder says the original lawsuit included the kids. The judge excluded them a year ago. Thank you for letting us know. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not being asked to give them advice because.
Toronto, he's a track star. Okay, that's really all you can do with those people. Run, just run. Okay, because it's like the Trump family is like the bog of eternal stench. So you just need to run so it doesn't get stuck on you. All right. At 46:47, y'all forgive me today.
No.
This is from something that you sent me this morning. Representative Tim Burchett, who's a Republican from Tennessee, has come forward to say that he firmly believes some of his fellow GOP members have been compromised and believes that blackmail is the only thing that would explain their votes. Is he correct? Have there been some folks compromised, or have they all just been swilling the cafefe to the point to where it's caused brain damage? So
card for the reading is not literal death, but it's an ending to the way things were. I've got a devil card starting out. I've got a queen of wands, which would be your politicians, your MAGA politicians, your extremists, your fringe Republicans, isolated, trying to keep up a front that is this very old-fashioned politician, squeaky clean image, and it's a matter of time, and they are really isolated here. Is there some blackmail going on in Congress against members of Congress, specifically on the right? These are people who have reached a pinnacle of power and notoriety in our country, and they are very much afraid of evidence. Bad evidence. However, afraid of judgment. However, just because you've been blackmailed doesn't mean you don't have bigger problems ahead of you. Like, that's why I was saying the word evidence, like a whole lot of evidence and a prosecutor. So is there some blackmail going on? Probably some. But I wouldn't sweat it, because you're going to have bigger problems soon.
Yeah.
This is not it's the story that was told was, well, you're out having drinks, and next thing you know, you're in a hotel room with And it's like, I'm sorry. That's like the excuses to cheat. It's like, oh, what, you tripped and fell?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You find yourself. How did that happen? Please.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Pretty much. So at 50:30, Terry, energy change here. Terry Solares wants to know, how will the winter storm affect the Iowa caucuses?
Oh, it's gonna be cold.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the ground game, they are trying mightily to figure out how to get people safely to the caucus, especially older people who take part in that sort of thing. Valerie Sargent says 12 people will vote. I'm going to guess there isn't a Democratic caucus, primary caucus in Iowa.
Mm-mm.
Because we're good.
Yep.
You're a Democrat, you can stay in the warmth.
With our good cookies.
With our good cookies.
Fresh out the oven. Mm-hmm.
Now I really want oatmeal raisin cookies. I don't have any raisins.
I do. I need to make some.
Ooh.
Tara's coming home tonight. She can make some cookies tomorrow. She's good at cookies.
She really likes making cookies.
Yes, loves it.
There you go. As far as the thing, are you really going to make these poor folks go out on the ice, go out in the cold? This is literally the card of being unbalanced.
Of course they are.
This howling at the moon can be storms as well, with the wind howling.
Mm-hmm.
It was exhausting to get here. I'm not in the mood for it. I'm cold. And you're going to make these poor, especially elderly people, you're going to make them go out on the ice for this garbage. Yeah. Okay. Here's the thing. This whole thing about Iowa wants to be first in the nation, first in the nation, first in the nation. Okay. But that means that your caucuses take place in the dead of winter.
And Iowa's cold.
Yeah. Yeah. Middle of the Great Plains. Did you see on Jimmy Kimmel the other night where they had a bunch of people out on the street and asked with a map of the continental 48 continental 48 states of the continental U.S. and said, "Where's Iowa?" Nobody. Just nobody. And I realize I live in Illinois, so
Yeah.
But yeah, Robin D, not one found Iowa. Nope. Is it this one? That's Nebraska. Is it this one? That's Wyoming.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's this one. Michigan. And how many of them said right here? That's Ohio. Oh, it's this one right here. That's Ohio.
Yes. It's like, go
Yes,
over.
Robin D,
To the
Ohio.
left, to the left. Yes. Robin D, to answer your question, she is actually at the airport now. So she has not, that'll be later this afternoon, but she's at the airport. So, all right. Well, this next question at 54:35. Lisa, Terry Solares, and Love Julu Same all are wondering, the House has returned, and Marge, Jim, and the rest of the GOP are mad at MAGA Mike for making a deal to avoid a government shutdown. Is this the end for Mike? For Speaker Mikey? How dare he compromise? Yes, yes, Marge, we know.
Oh my gosh. Roll your eyes. I swear I'm going to roll my eyes so hard and they're going to roll out of the back of my head.
I was going to say, what's the back of your brain look like? Because you just had a real good look at it. Yes, Betty. Marge threatened him on Bannon's podcast. So, we're about done with him. Mm-hmm.
Card for the reading. MAGA. Throwing everything they've got. Throwing their hissy fits. Having the, yeah. Worry. Things not going well for MAGA people in Congress or what have you. On the defensive about the money. And we're like, what? What's the problem? But we're good. This is a bunch of rancor, defensiveness. How dare he? Yeah. And then, so I was looking for qualifier. Marge is feeling her stuff. But we're just over here like, really, you guys are okay, whatever. We're just gonna actually do stuff to help people. And yeah. Knight of Cups, King of Cups, Page of Cups, Democrats doing the thing for America, Empress. Oh, I don't know if they've got the power though to oust Moses and Mikey. He hates everything. A purity pledge Mike. Ugh.
Yuckadoo. And I agree, Stars. Autumn does have such lovely hair. Again, it's wet and it dries all pretty and stuff, and I look like a drowned rat with wet hair. So you're fabulous, dear.
Thank you. And for the record, since we've been best friends for 12 years?
Yeah, it's been a hot second. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You do not. You look better than that. Anyway.
We're going to agree with you right now. Yes. Cruella de Greene. Oh, that's a new one.
Oh, I like that. Who said
Storm
that?
Melody Elizabeth B. Maniac Mike and Cruella de Greene can have each other.
Cruella de Greene, Elizabeth B. Star Melody, thank you. That is awesome.
We're going to co-opt that. We're crediting you now.
Yes,
but we're just letting you know.
Bless you.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Sherry.
You're so sweet.
I don't know that they've got the power to. I don't know if they've got the power, and they're not going to have the power because the strength is Queen of Cups, and they can try to say they're going to get rid of Mikey, and they're certainly going to lie about the Democrats, but this is a whole Four of Swords, quiet as a tomb. Legally, legislatively, what they can do to Mike, get rid of him, crickets. They'll make a lot of noise, but crickets. Which, look, I want them to get rid of him. I want the whole thing to implode so that we can have Speaker Jeffries, who will care about the country.
Yes, that would be lovely.
And take care of people. Yeah.
Well, what are you good for another question?
Sure. If you are.
I'm great. Trust me, there's still quite a few, so we're good for as long as you are. Okay, at 15, what'd you say? At 1 hour even.
Holly and Francis, if they could get rid of Mikey, who would they elect to replace him? Cruella certainly couldn't get the votes. Exactly.
Yeah. Maggie wants to know, how is President Biden feeling about the upcoming election?
He's not taking it for granted. He knows he knows there are a lot of dirty tricks going on. The Knight of Pentacles here, the Roger Stone types out there, people going after his son. Look, I realize this is a blue channel. You all know that I am a Democrat. Miss Sarah's a Democrat. I think I can safely say.
Yeah, I do definitely lean blue. I'm not registered for either party, but yes, I do definitely lean blue.
Yeah. Biden's worried about us. He's worried about the country. And look, I'm not saying he's a perfect person. I'm not. I've run on politicians long enough. Nobody's perfect. And anybody who thinks that Joe Biden doesn't have a hard streak in him anywhere is not understood how he has managed to stay in politics for 50 years.
Right.
There's some iron in there.
Oh, yeah.
But there's not cruelty.
Right.
He actually, and the older he gets, the more he cares about the future. The more he cares about the future of the country, the future of the American people. He really does.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows he's getting older. He does want to hand things off to the next generation. And he wants to do it in a way that will move things forward. He wants to hand things over to Kamala Harris. And even if he doesn't, he knows that she's not polling well. But ultimately, what I'm getting is he's going to wipe the floor with all these extremists on the right.
Mm-hmm.
Things are not. Tiger Seforley, yes, he's a Scorpio. Yeah. These far right MAGA people, I'm not saying that none of them are going to be reelected, because some of them are in some really red areas.
Right.
But on the whole, they're going to feel some electoral pain. So,
I mean,
Gina's Place says, Sarah, you are a true Aquarian, very independent.
Well, thank you.
There we go. Whereas I am a heavy water Scorpio with a Cancer moon, so I'm just mine.
Okay. Well, do you want to throw something else in here, or do you want to stop? Whatever you want to do.
I need to help my dad, so I think we might call
We're
it.
going to call that one good then.
But
that's a good place to leave it. Yes.
Yes, and I'm so grateful for you this week. I can never thank you enough.
You are most welcome. I'm so happy to have gotten to be able to help you and hang out with all of you guys. And y'all are just so sweet. And you have been so sweet to Sebastian and so sweet to me. And I still get random packages of awesomeness. And y'all are just, you make my little heart happy. And trust me, you make my kids happy when you send snacks. So, Donka Shane. Donka Shane. And I haven't opened a box, but a random box of paper towels showed up yesterday. So yay! Paper goods are always lovely. So.
Yes. And you have a house full of teenagers.
Uh-huh. Yes.
So your food bill is. So anyway, thank you. All right. So it's 1:18 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, we'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. I think I should be there, but we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I need to help my dad. But I should be there. But I will definitely be there. If I'm not there for the first sprint, I'll be there very soon.
Yeah.
So, and then tomorrow, Sarah's got the next 2 days off.
Yes.
And I jump back into work full, both feet. And on Wednesday, we'll see you again.
Yep.
Hopefully.
Yes.
All right. So everybody stay safe. I know there's been crazy weather and cold and snow, and just stay safe, please. Just don't take unnecessary risks. I know I'm a Cancer moon. So it's, be back by 10, take a sweater, but no, just be safe. I just want you to be okay. All right.
Absolutely.
And your Earth Yogi, yes, we'll miss you, Sarah.
Oh, well, just for a couple days, and I'll be right back. So,
Okay.
And I will, other than the next 2 days, I am here pretty much most days in the afternoon too, even when I'm not here during the morning. So, Spritz, find us. We're there.
Yes, Robin D. Layers. Layers are your friend. All right. Well, hang in there, and I will see you all tomorrow. Same cat time, same cat channel. You're not alone. We are in this together, and there are good days ahead. There are. All right. Take care. See you tomorrow.